Corner 606 here with another look at a recent pickup, this time from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Psycho Blue or Psycho Ranger Blue, whichever you prefer to call him. The figure is based on the Power Rangers in Space, Evil Psycho Rangers, which is a great mini little saga in the Power Rangers in Space, and also they had a couple of episodes in Lost Galaxy as well. Probably the best, I guess, evil take on the Rangers that's ever been done in Power Rangers history, personally I think. And I didn't expect to get this figure in hand so early, because this was only announced not too long ago, but he's already out in stores. So let's take a closer look at this pretty awesome figure. I'm just going to say right off the bat, he is truly awesome from head to toe. I think they've just captured this figure perfectly. I can't really fault it very much. I don't have, this is probably the first figure that I have in this Lightning collection that I can't fault very much at all. I can't really fault it. The articulation is great. The level of detail that they've done for the price point of this figure is utterly fantastic, and I just can't wait for them to release more on this of these Psycho Rangers, and I'm really hoping that they also do the Psycho Green and Psycho Silver, two additional Psycho Rangers in the Power Rangers universe. So where do I begin? Taking over an overall look of the figure, they've captured the fine details quite nicely on the suit. It doesn't feel cheap at all. So as I said before, I really do love the character design, and I really do think it translates very well into figure form, and you can just see it for yourself. It is probably one of the best figures I've seen in the Lightning collection so far. In terms of accessories, he does come with a fisted left hand. He doesn't come with a fisted right hand for some strange reason. I think that's a bit of a strange omission. It would have been nice to have two fisted hands on both sides. He does come with a axe, a open fingered hand with some green lightning effects coming from it. He also comes with one left-handed open gripping hand and one right-handed gripping hand to hold his main weapon, which, as I said just now, is his axe. So not too much, but he does come with, I think, everything that he needs to come with, basically. In terms of the axe and the effect, I think they're pretty cool, and they are a very nice addition to the figure. Articulation wise, pretty much the same articulation that we've been getting for most of, or all of these Rangers in the Lightning collection. So yep, his head does, rotate. It does move up and down. Doesn't move back very much, but it does move down quite a bit. We have obviously the arm rotation, which is hindered by the armor piece, but you know what, that's not too bad. I mean, you can still get it around. The upper arm swivel there, the arms can obviously move up and down. Double elbow joint, wrists can swivel around, and it's also on the hinge there as well. We've got the upper diaphragm joint, which we've come to be familiar with this Lightning collection, and also the lower ab crunch. No waist swivel though. Legs can go forward, can't go back very much, can go inwards and outwards. Double knee joints, there is an upper thigh swivel. There is a lower boot swivel as well, which I just realised. Obviously there's the ankle tilt, and then a hinge on the ankle as well, which is pretty standard for these figures. And just before I forget, he does have butterfly joints on his arms as well. They do move forwards and backwards as well. So articulation wise, again, I love the level of articulation. I think it's just enough for this particular character. Again, as I always say, for the more creative out there, you won't have much trouble pulling off any poses with this character. So taking another closer look at the character, the chest piece is similar to what they've done with like the Green and Red Ranger Dragon Shield, and I guess the White Ranger as well. Their chest piece is actually a separate piece, it looks like. It's like a soft rubbery piece, and I guess if you really wanted to, you could find some way of taking it off, and it'd be pretty hard to do so, but if you ever wanted to do that, there is a possibility to take that off. So let's see how this figure compares to a lot of my other figures in my collection. We're going to first up compare to the Power Rangers Lightning Collection figures. So starting off with a recent pickup, the Black Ranger with the Dragon Shield. Quite surprised that this got released so early, but I'm glad I was able to pick it up. Here is the Dino Charge Red Ranger. Next up we have the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger with the Dragon Shield. Next up is the Zeo Ranger, the Gold Zeo Ranger. And here he compares to Hasbro's other releases, the Overwatch Ultimates. And then this is Genji. I kind of wish the blue on the Psycho Blue was the same kind of blue that was on Genji. I just like that kind of darker blue on the Psycho Ranger. Here he is compared to Diva. For kicks, here he is compared to Sound Blaster from Transformers Siege. And last but not least, here he is compared to SH Figuarts Ryu. So overall, as I said earlier, it is an awesome figure, and I can't wait to get the rest of the Psycho Rangers, and that includes the silver and the green Psycho Ranger. I really hope they do those as well. Probably I would rate this as one of the best figures in the collection so far. I can't really fault it, to be honest. They've captured it perfectly, and the level of details for the price point, the level of details that they've done here are just astounding. For years now, when it comes to like Power Ranger figures, unless it was SH Figuarts, which is really overexpensive, especially now, these are some of the greatest things that has been done. And then previously we've had kind of stupidly unrealistically muscled up Power Ranger figures, or overly large Power Ranger figures. Even the previous Bandai's Legacy collection I didn't really like. Too big, and they still had this kind of muscly look for a lot of the Rangers, which just really isn't very show accurate. But we do have now show accurate figures for a really good price point. I just hope that eventually we'll be able to get a whole team, because so far the releases have been pretty scattered. We've had characters from Mighty Morphin, we've had characters from Dino Charge, Zeo, now we've got a Psycho Ranger. They're all over the place. We haven't actually had a full team yet, and I can't wait to get at least one full team, hopefully the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But anyway, that's all I'm going to say. I haven't got much else to say. It's a great figure, definitely well worth adding to the collection. I'll be adding it to my collection once I find some more space. But apart from that, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again.